everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching me from. It's your girl, the TESMAKENZ show. Please, if you are coming across my platform for the first time, kindly hit the subscribe button, like and share the video. So today's program is a sad one. I saw this news, it happened in Easton. I saw it like 2 days ago. I was like, who could do such a thing? Man, people are so mean. This is so sad. So just sit back, relax while we digest today's program. It's your girl, the TESMAKENZ show. Welcome to my platform. Check it out. Welcome back. If you're coming across my platform for the first time, today we want to be discussing about this guy that killed his bestie up because of money issue. This is a very sad situation. It happens in Easton, Texas. I saw the news some days back in Easton. I was like, how could you do this? He killed the father and the son. They discovered the son in the car. Now, we never knew what actually happened until today. So this guy is a Nigerian, killed his best friend. This is his best friend, Mr. Asian. Goes by the name Mr. Asian, and also the 2-year-old son. This is a very sad man. Sad one. Not the kind of people you mix up with. So this guy, a Nigerian man in the US, was arrested for killing his best friend of over 30 years. 30 years friendship over unpaid debt and leaving the victim's son to die in a hot car. Now we are in summer. The weather is very hot. It's so hot. Sometimes it can go to 98, 100, so hot. Left the victim car, his so-called best friend of 30 years. You left your best friend's son in a hot car, and you know how hot, you know how the weather is now. It's so hot, and the awareness is everywhere. Don't forget your kids in the car because it's too hot. They get dehydrated and they can die. So this guy, you have your friend of 30 years. He left the son. After killing the dad, he left the boy in the hot car, and the boy died, 2 years old. It's so sad. The police in Easton, Texas have arrested a 38 years old Nigerian man, Bolanle Fadero, Yoruba guy. Bolanle Fadero, for killing his fellow Nigerian and friend of 30 years. Can you just imagine? Because of money. Michael Asian, and then leaving the victim 2 years old son, Mika, to die in a hot car. How could you do this to a friend of yours? Your body you called a friend for over 30 years. After killing him over money issue, you went ahead to leave the son. The son follow all money and allow the son to die. This is so sad. Fadero is accused of killing 38 years old Essen to death after an argument outside a strip center in the 5,500 blocks of El Camino de Real and Shine Rock on Tuesday, September 20th. Investigators said Fadero admitted that he had known Essen for about 30 years and even used the victim's home address to receive mail. This guy's face is too strong. You are supposed to have run away for this kind of friend. Fadero stated the argument started from Essen owing him money, court documents read. The police said on the day of the shooting, Fadero met Essen, had an argument with him before shooting him, and then absconded with Essen XUV with his 2 years old son still in the car seat. Nearly 5 hours later, the victim's wife called the police to report her husband and son missing. The woman was able to provide information about her husband's vehicle, which led to its discovery roughly 1 mile from the site of the incident. Charging documents said the car was locked and the windows were rolled up as outside temperature reaches 93 degrees. This period is so hot, 93 degrees. The cause of the death of the boy has yet to be ascertained, but it is believed that the boy died from heat exhaustion. Esen's sister, Jessie Okon, said her brother has 2 other children, 5-year-old son and a week-old baby. Oh my goodness. Michael never argued with anybody. Michael would have taken his shirt off and give to other. He gives his last dime to other people. So sad. This is what you are saying concerning your brother. Is dead now. Nobody really know what the real story. Because if you are saying your brother can take off his shirt and give to others, he can give his last dime to others. So why is he having this argument with this his so-called friend of over 30 years concerning money? And he knows that his boy, his son, 2-year-old boy is in the car. You know your son is with you, 2-year-old boy, and you are arguing with your friend over money. You don't know what can flip anybody in this US. It's crazy out there. It's crazy. What's this money issue now? For years now, you guys have been pals, have been friends. You just cut the life of your friend short like that, bang, just because of money. See how strong and mean his face is. I wonder you're associating with people like this. See how strong and mean his face is. Look now. And he's your friend for 30 years. And you never felt pity for him. Okay, since we have been friends for so long. Maybe you guys would have done a payment plan or something for him to offset the debt. And you stole his car. You are aware that his 2-year-old son is in the car. You decide to roll up the car and off. At least you would have left the car open. Left it open so that the boy would have been saved. Oh my goodness, this is a very sad one. It is so sad. It is so sad. Know the kind of people you associate with so that you don't find yourself in a very difficult and tight situation. Now, he killed 2 people, allegedly. The friend, Mr. Esen, and the 2-year-old son is now gone because of money issue. So let's listen to the wife. This is very sad. It is so sad.
I'm walking in faith. The only thing keeping me up here is faith.
In an emotional interview, Mabel Essien spoke to KPRC2 about her husband Michael and her 2-year-old son Micah.
My 2-year-old Joy. He was my baby. He took my baby from me. He took my baby from me. He took my husband. Michael was the crown of my head.
Investigators say 38-year-old Bolone Federio shot and killed Michael Essien and then stole his car with little Micah in the back seat.
This is a sad one. Now the woman is in pain. She's in agony. Her husband is gone. Not just her husband. Her 2-year-old baby is gone. Just like that. Over debt issue. We should be careful the kind of friends we have. We should be careful the kind of people we mingle around with. They have been friends for 30 years. So definitely this Mr. Essien should have known the character of this his so-called friend, Mr. Federo. You should have known his character. Maybe he's a kind of person you can't just hold his money or stuff like that. You should have found a way to settle it. And when you have your kids with you and he approached you, you should have found the but and I know it's always too late. Now the husband is gone and the son is gone. We should be careful out there. This world is going crazy. People, please be careful out there. I'm not the kind of people you mingle with. Not the kind of people you mingle with. This guy knows his friend very well. 30 years, they become sharp. 30 years, they don go a long way. So you know the kind friend wey you get, you know the kind character wey you get, so you suppose to know how to associate with am, you suppose to know how to mingle with am. Now you don lose your life, not just your life, you don lose the life of your son, put your wife in agony, in tears, in sorrow. This is a very sad one. We should be careful out there. Should be careful out there. It's just so sad. Rest in peace to Mr. Essen, and rest in peace to this little boy Mika. Your life was just cut short. You're so young. It's so sad. This is where I'm going to call it a day. It's a sad one. So please, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Like and share the video. You guys have a blessed day. Thank you. Bye-bye.